Not a bad article, really. Plenty of winners on there to have kept everybody going, isn't there? We'd best find some more for 2023, hadn't we, people? And that leads us on nicely to this horse here. Thiossane, I'm going to pronounce it for now, until persuaded otherwise. This horse here, I've already touched on this breeding before on Classic Watch 22 just now. I've just noticed that with Adon. Wow, how did I miss that? And this horse here could be bred to be anything. I'm going to say that now. People need to do is take a look at the horse. Obviously, it's won its only start, as we just saw briefly on the form. We'll have a quick look at that in a minute. But we're back here on the old Raise the Standard line, boys and girls. Look, we've got Coupe de Folie as the fourth dam. We've got a different third dam this time, though, which I'm going to introduce you to. Normally we do Coupe de Genie, follows that. As much as sun follows day, sun follows night. Coupe de Genie follows Coupe de Folie. This one here, Hydro Kaleido, she was a good dam in her own right. She was placed in the 1992 French 1,000 Guineas, and she also was a Group 2 and a listed winner, as we know from the fourth dam. This one here, though, Coupe de Genie, is actually a full sister to Machiavellian. Dual Group 1 winning juvenile, and 2,000 UK, 2,000 Guineas placed, and a good stallion as well, I suppose, has to be said. There was enough of them going around anyway. And a half sister to the winner of the 1992 Jacques Le Marois, and triple Group 3 winner and stallion, Exit to Nowhere. And also, obviously, the aforementioned dual Group 1, Group 3 and listed winner, Coupe de Genie, who was also placed in the 1994 UK 1,000 Guineas. You know, this is one of my favourite lines. It has been for a while. And it's one of them, really, where I've been all over for 10 years or so with Raise the Standard without having a clue what I was backing. Absolutely incredible, this pedigree, and I didn't even know at the time. You know, every time I look at it, I add to it. You know, and I've added to it again today, believe it or not. You know, I added to it again last week with a horse I was looking at in America. You know, it's an incredible pedigree. The fifth dam we're looking at here, Raise the Standard, foaled in 1978. You people will see that. She's actually related to Northern Dancer, a half sister to Northern Dancer, a legendary stallion of Sadler's Wells as well, and etc. Millions of. So it's the line, isn't it? The female line that people need to be on, I think. You know. And you've seen that the dams throw other good horses as well. They're all Guineas placed. It's not just a male line. It just really isn't. You know. If people look at Raise the Standard, they will also spot, if they are that way inclined to have a look. Raise the Standard is also the third dam of 2,000 French 1,000 Guineas winner, Blue Mamba. You know. Coupe de Genie is also the second dam of 4-time, including the art, winning stallion Bago. And a stallion, I think, now, which is criminally underrated. It's as a national hunt sire now, which is, to me, criminal. And dual Group 1, Group 2, and dual Group 3 winning stallion Maxios. It still sires the odd pattern horse on the flat, but it's really been aimed now at a national hunt audience for the last probably year or two. I think Coolmore bought it. The sixth dam, Natalma, well, she is the dam of Northern Dancer. And she is also the third dam of Danehill, which I spotted today, which nearly made me drop my tea. Absolutely. To be honest, Danehill was always a sire. I went, well, whatever. You know, he was never one that you'd put in the same league as the Sadler's Wells. But if you look in places like Australia and places like that, he revolutionised their breeding. And he did sire a lot of stakes winners. But to me, he was always, if I was to compare him now to a stallion, it'd be something like, well, I couldn't. You know, there's no other stallion now that I think the same way about now as I did about Danehill. The closest, hard to say. There isn't one. There just isn't. You know, ninth dam, the 1922 foal champion, US 2-year-old Mother Goose. I've spotted today that she is also the fourth dam of Halo. Halo was a brilliant stallion worldwide, mainly in Argentina. He was champion stallion in America as well a couple of times, but he did sire a lot of horses in South America, and some legendary Argentinian stallions have come out of Halo, like Southern Halo B1, that is related to my Argentinian Breeders' Cup Hope, Blue Stripe. So that's for another day anyway. But this horse here, Thiossane, there's not really a lot in the immediate pedigree. There is a horse though winning in the States that's won a Group 2 and a Group 3 this year, called Bram. I've never heard of the horse. Second dam, and like we said, is a half sister to a listed winning stallion called Esperero. I mean, you would, wouldn't you? If you could win any pattern race off this line as with a male horse, you would go for it, wouldn't you? You couldn't blame them for it. I think it's sired. I've seen it sire 1 or 2 in Australia. I looked, and it's an old horse though. I don't think it's still siring now. I might be wrong. But then you're into Hydro, Kaleido, and all of that. Beautifully bred horse. I mean, I don't really want to talk. I don't really like doing spoilers on my own videos for what's coming up. But we had a left C, didn't we, as our leading French filly. And after the other week in France and this, we might have a new one soon.
The Sun, Chasing the Sun, coming forward to gate number 5. Kovatak next door. Now Thiossane coming in, a field of 9 here, over 1,600 for the 2-year-old fillies debutants. They're often racing. Favourite here is horse number 1, Debawa. Began well from the inside gate and is up sharing the lead, along with Chasing the Sun and also Kovatak. In the centre, in the yellow cap, is Blue Shade. Out wider then, we've got Cabana, and the widest of them all is Thiossane, who's now burning them off, and Miguel Barcelona takes Thiossane to the lead. Thiossane in front, shows out by 2 lengths. In second, Kovatak on the inside of Cabana, the white cap the outside. They were followed out 3 horses wide then by the favourite Debawa in the green jacket brown cup. Yellow cap in the centre, Blue Shade. Down on the inside was Lunala. They were followed then by Chasing the Sun, who's drifted back through the field. On that horse's outside is Rouge, and on the inside is Abelia. They bunch up as they race down the side of the course, and they come down towards the last 700, where the leader is Thiossane. It's Thiossane in front, narrowly into the false straight. In second place in Cabana, racing third Debawa. They were followed then by Kovatak, and then came Blue Shade. Next in the field is Rouge, and then came Lunana, followed by Chasing the Sun and Abelia. Around the home turn they come. Down to the last 400, far side, Thiossane being joined in the centre by Cabana. On the outside, a little bit green, running about is Debawa. They were followed then by Blue Shade. Through on the inside then is Kovatak. The leader is Thiossane. Inside the final 200, Thiossane gives plenty and digs deep, finds a lot. In second is Cabana. They were followed then by Kovatak. Just in front is Thiossane, and Thiossane's going to lead throughout to win. Thiossane is first. Second home has gone to Cabana. Photo for third. Very close that. Debawa the near side and far side Kovatak. Number 5, Thiossane, Miguel Barcelona.
I mean, what more can people say? I thought that horse did everything right. First time out, it looked like it'd been racing for years. But I've seen so many French horses do that over the years in first time out. And I don't know. If this horse can win on its second start in a pattern race, and I can't see how it's not gonna win some proper races. What will they do? Will they go for it? Will they up it in class massively? Just say, we're going to go for the Boussac on our second start. It could be, and this horse is interesting to say the least, and it'll be very interesting to see how they campaign the horse moving forward.